Welcome to Anime Capper. Today's movie is the 2017 harem action movie, Trinity 7, Eternity Library to Alchemic Girl. Arata falls through his dream as he reaches out for a woman's hand. He remembers passing by Lilith as she awakens him, and we watch as we get a quick recap of his time, learning about the 7 deadly sins. He remembers as Hijiri fades away from him, and his beginnings at the academy where he plans to learn magic to save her. The principal tells him about the 7 sins that he has to beat and befriend. After reintroducing us to the Trinity 7, we see that Arata has been fighting with the power of the Demon Lord as he is a candidate to house the ultimate power. Arata possesses the Demon Lord element, and he was born into this position. They say that he was actually the one that destroyed the world to begin with, but he plans to use the grimoires and the Trinity 7 to set things right. The Trinity 7 are definitely Arata's harem, but they are ready to do whatever they need to aid him in his journey. Now, we see Arata as he warns Lilith to run away, but the foe they're facing seems to be pulling out his demon element. Lilith refuses to run away, so Arata has to use drastic measures. After he grasps Lilith's butt, we find out that he's actually being told about his dream from the Trinity. After some perverted hijinks, the others talk about how Lilith seems to be in Arata's dreams a lot. Lilith is more concerned that her grimoire was shining, and Arata reaches out to it. Just before he touches it, it shines brighter than ever, and Arata's demon power starts to show in his arm as the grimoire absorbs his demon magic. The others do their best to try and stop the grimoire from draining his magic, but soon, Lilith's grimoire takes a human form. The girl looks around before calling Arata and Lilith Daddy and Mommy. She asks Arata to give her a name, and he picks Lilim. Soon, Aaron stumbles in, and she senses that Lilim is a child of Arata and Lilith. At first, she seems thrown off by it, but once she sees how cute Lilim is, she decides that she's okay with the process. After hearing Ilim call her mother, Lilith finally becomes okay with Lilim, and Ninja shows up to explain that Lilim is the product of Arata's magic mixing with Lilith's passionate grimoire. Lise tries to make a kit with Arata, but it doesn't seem to work with anyone else. Ninja and the others give Lilim some candy, and the cuteness overload ends up giving Ninja a nosebleed. Just then, they notice that Arata doesn't look so hot, and he seems to collapse right on cue. Meanwhile, the headmaster speaks to Liber, and they speak about the potential ending of the world. Liber assures him that they'll take care of it since their profession is taking out demon lords, and she summons Lug and Hijiri. When Hijiri asks who she needs to kill to protect Arata, Liber tells her of the White Demon Lord in the Eternal Library. The Eternal Library seems to have woken up when Arata meshed with Lilith's grimoire, and if the White Demon Lord can defeat Arata, he'll become the most powerful one. Suddenly, Arata wakes up that night, and his grimoire talks to him while he stretches in the infirmary. He decides to go take a bath, and he goes to the women's bathroom instead. While there, everyone has been taking care of Lilim. They say that they were trying to let him rest. After that, there seems to be a contest to see who is the bustiest babe, but Arata takes a moment to thank Lilim for making everyone so happy. Everyone gets so jealous at how Arata seems to be acting with Lilith and Lilim, but Arata turns their attention to his dream. Yui seems to think that someone is using dream magic similar to hers, but Arata tells them about the White Demon Lord and Final Trinity. After he mentions them, a black spatial breakdown appears over the school, and Arata tells everyone to get ready. Arata activates his grimoire, and all of the Trinity follows suit. As they make their way outside, they are surrounded by impure beings, and Lug appears to take them by surprise alongside Ninja. Arata immediately recognizes her by her breasts, but Hijiri shows up to greet him next. It's now that they explain that the headmaster called for them to help, and Arata gives them his blessing. Hijiri and Lug tell the group that they've been sucked into part of the Eternal Library, and they tell him that his dreams weren't just a dream. The White Demon Lord actually made this a reality after Arata spoke his name. Arata takes a moment to sense a presence, and he senses that the White Demon Lord is somewhere within the school. Suddenly, a dragon spirit arrives, and the group splits up. When Arata and the others step outside, the White Demon Lord attacks them with his Demon Lord magic. The White Demon Lord absorbs what's left of Arata's magic, and he manages to absorb his grimoire's powers as well. As a response, Hijiri and Aaron work together to attack the White Demon Lord named Last, and it seems that they manage to blow off his top half. Within seconds, he manages to grow it back stronger than ever, and some of the other group members try their hardest to bombard Last with their most powerful spells. No matter what they hit him with, he always regrows his body and hits them harder. Before Arata can run to protect what magic he has left, Last puts up a magic barrier, and Arata's demon magic flows out of him towards Last. Meanwhile, Ninja and the others manage to bring down the dragon spirit, and with their combined magic, it seems to be much easier than they thought. They hope that Arata and the others are okay, but we can see that they aren't. Last tells Lilith that she's the only one that he'd be okay letting escape this world, but when she stands by Arata, he decides to take them both out. Lilith grabs onto Arata as Last gets ready to finish them off, and Arata notices that this is exactly like his dream. So he grabs Lilith's butt, and he reaches for the grimoire to ask Lilith for her power. She grants him her power, and just as Last fires a spirit dragon to Arata, Arata borrows Lilith's magic and grimoire to send them to another realm entirely. In fact, they are within Lilith's world now. Once inside, Arata finds out that if he uses the magic that's within Lilith, it will make her disappear. After hearing this, Lilith decides that her sacrifice will be for the greater good, and Arata realizes that she's saying the exact same thing that Hijiri said to him before she disappeared. Lilith remembers all of the fond memories she made in such a short time, and Arata tells her how much he loves her. After hearing this, Lilith tells him that she doesn't want to disappear, and Arata tells her that they'll just have to work harder together to make sure that she doesn't disappear. Lilith lets him use her magic, and he comes back to reality just in time to let his demon lord magic out to stop the spirit dragon. He connects to Lilith's magic, and they produce enough magic to let Arata take the paladin form. Lilith points out to Last that since he was born from alchemy, he can be destroyed by it too. Arata fires a beam of magic at Last, and Last disintegrates just as his barrier does. The headmaster watches with admiration. He is proud to watch Arata and the Trinity 7 grow more powerful. Now that Last is gone, everyone else gathers together, and they get ready to stop the breakdown phenomenon. Before they can do that, Last starts to regenerate again, and Arata starts to sympathize with him before turning to the Trinity to ask them to help put Last down as quickly as possible. With a final blast, the breakdown stops, and the group returns to the normal realm. Arata takes a moment to rest, but he's tackled by Lilith, who is happy to say her goodbyes now. Arata swears that he'll find a way for them to be together again, and she fades as the sun rises. After that, Arata releases his paladin form, and all of the group is left without clothes. Lilith screams out his name, and the credits roll. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more, and comment what you think I should do next. Thank you.